At 16, my parents pinned my little brother's school robbery on me. They shoved my life into a trash bag and said, "We're not ruining his life to save yours." 13 years later, they sat in my law office and begged me to keep him out of federal prison. It started at 11:52 p.m. on a Wednesday in February. I was pulling overtime at a warehouse when my brother called. Voice panicked. "Get here, I'm screwed." He and two teammates had broken into our high school, popped the athletic safe, and trashed the equipment room for fun. I should have told him to deal with it. Instead, I ran, because I'd been trained to fix it. Oldest kid, always the heat. I hit the side entrance right as two cruisers rolled up. My brother saw me and his face flipped like a switch. He shoved a pry bar into my hands. Then he backed up and pointed at me, eyes wide, playing victim. "Officer, he made us do it. He said he'd hurt me." "Drop it. Hands up," the cop snapped. "I just got here," I said. The cuffs came on anyway. Then my parents arrived. They didn't even look at me in the back of the cruiser. My mom wrapped my brother in her coat like he'd survived something heroic. My dad went straight to the lead cop and started talking like he owned the night. I tried one last time. Check his phone. Check his pockets. My mom didn't hesitate. "He's an honor student. Varsity. My other son is jealous and unstable." An officer held up an evidence bag. "We found $800 on your younger son, ma'am." For 1 second, I thought truth would win. Then my dad spoke. "My older son gave him that to hold," he said. "He threatened him." And just like that, my brother went home. I went downtown. At 3:52 a.m., a guard said, "Your parents are here." I thought I was going home. I was wrong. We pulled into the driveway. The engine stayed running. Then he tossed a black contractor bag onto the concrete. Next, he said, "Pack your stuff, 10 minutes. Again, he didn't meet my eyes. Then my mom took my phone out of my hand. Next, she slid it into her purse. Again, my dad said, "You're a liability." Then he added, "Your brother is an asset." Next, my whole life fit into garbage plastic. They drove me 4 hours to my uncle's farm in Pennsylvania and dumped me at dawn. My uncle took one look at me, then at them, and spit near my dad's shoes. "We're taking him because you're not throwing a kid away." My aunt hugged me like she meant it. I cried so hard I couldn't talk. 2 months later, the papers showed up. Guardianship transfer. Liability release. A clean, legal way to pretend I never existed. Fine. On my 18th birthday, I changed my last name. I graduated top of my class. I worked my way through school with 2 jobs and a chip on my shoulder. Law taught me one thing. Timelines don't lie. People do. I built my career in white-collar defense because I wanted to understand how my parents buried me so cleanly. By 29, my name was on the door. Then my assistant walked in with an intake sheet. "We got a consult request. Federal wire fraud. The parents are broke, but it's your old last name." I stared at the page. My stomach went cold. Friday at 2 p.m., they walked into the conference room and sat down. My dad stuck out his hand. "Mr. Miller, thank you for seeing us. Our son is being framed." I didn't shake it. "Sit." My mom leaned forward. "He's our baby. Please." I opened the file. $189,000. 23 transactions. That's not a misunderstanding. My dad went pale. "How do you know that?" I finally looked up. "You really don't know who I am?" He squinted. My mom's hand flew to her mouth. "Malcolm?" My dad whispered. "Hello, Mom." I said. "Hello, Dad." They cried. Then they pivoted, because that's what they do. "We did what we had to," my dad said. "It was tough love," my mom added. I slid a letter across the table. "Conflict of interest. I'm not your lawyer. This meeting is over." My mom's voice turned sharp. "If you don't help, we'll tell everyone you abandoned us." I smiled. "Go ahead, and I'll hand the prosecutor the public records showing you paid your mortgage with his stolen money." Security walked them out while my dad begged. Weeks later, the feds added my parents to the case. My brother took a plea and tried to save himself by blaming them. The golden child ate his own sponsors. He cornered me outside my building. He looked like he expected me to fix it again. "Blood is blood," he said. "You handed me the pry bar," I told him. "Call your lawyer." I went back upstairs and wrote a check to my aunt and uncle, the only people who acted like family. My parents can keep their asset. I wasn't their math problem anymore.